I know, right? Good evening and welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Phil Townsend, along with the rest of the fellas. We have Mr. COO himself and my co-host, Mr. Vance Bradford, and from his own Two Dogs Sports Show out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
We them boys. We them boys.
The ever funny comedian, Mr. Marc Howard.
I don't know. Apparently, I'm not funny.
Apparently. Hey, just take this producing as one of your jokes, boy. We'll be
That's according to Vance. Let's get this started.
It ain't my show. It was my intro. But I'm tired.
Hey, we got 1 minute. 1 minute gone, Phil. 1 minute gone.
Exactly.
It up there.
Say, look, let's get this rolling. Hey, Vance, is Denver the odds-on favorite to win the NBA championship next year?
Well, I'm not a biggest.
We're talking about the number.
What? You look like one of the monsters. That
running your 30
head.
seconds into the ground.
All right, okay. Let me stop. Man, I just say I'm just telling you like this. I don't know about them being a potential favorite for next year. I mean, they got a good team. They keep everybody together. I think they got some weaknesses like Michael Porter Jr. and he's a weakness. He's no, man. I just think because of how things transformed this year, how the playoffs. Like Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee gonna be back.
Okay, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, what's your take? Jeremiah, what's your take?
No. I said no.
What's your take on the Denver Nuggets and the Heat series in general?
I think Denver did what they had to do. The Heat basically been playing playoff basketball for the past 2 months, and they've been going hard. And they've been overcoming, and they ran out of gas. Butler ran out of gas, and he can't do it by himself. And then at the end, supposed to decide to play Lowry more and play Love more, but it was too late. And maybe the atmosphere was just too big for the no names. Sometimes an atmosphere just might be too big, and I think maybe it was just too big for the no name, and Joker and Murray, they capitalized on it.
Okay, Mark, he says he thinks that maybe sometimes it might have been too big for the no-names, but let me ask you this. Should Jimmy Butler, who is a no-name, be held responsible for the Heat's demise in the finals against the Nuggets?
No, because they were never going to win this. Nuggets were the better team by far. Butler is a very good player. And I think if you watch this, you'll understand and see that they're star players. He's an all-star, solid all-star player. Can be all-NBA and at times. But there's the superstar player, the franchise superstar player. And Denver has that in Jokic. And if Miami had that kind of superstar player for Butler to go along with, to be that number 2 with, then you're talking about a different situation. They overachieved. It's for the fact that the Boston Celtics underachieved. Because you ain't supposed to underachieve, or you ain't supposed to overachieve and win in a 7-game series.
All right then, Vance, why don't you take us into a little station break, and when we come back, we'll have our first favorite segment, Just a Doggone Minute with Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
Tune in to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach. Y'all make sure you catch Saturday, June 17th. It's the 3rd annual SA Juneteenth Block Party and Fair at Crockett Park. And now, Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
All right, everybody. My Just a Doggone Minute today it's talking about the running back, the plight of the running back, and how it done went downhill even more. This started with Terrell Davis and Shanahan. Terrell Davis, Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. The man did his thing, but he was a 6th-round pick in the NFL draft. And Shanahan plugged him in and to that offense and that blocking scheme of his, and the Denver Broncos took off. And from that point on, the running back plight has went down and down and down, and how people feel they are needed. We putting receivers at running back, a la the New England Patriots, a la the San Francisco 49ers. You putting receivers at running backs, and they doing a heck of a job at that running back. And so now people feel that, hey, you can just put anybody in that spot. The running back now, he has to do 95 million things. The running back now has to be one of those switchblades, those multi-switchblades that got a spoon, a knife, a corkscrew, a bottle opener, everything on it, to even be considered for a major good contract. It's sad because the running back has went downhill, and we have some good running backs that are proving themselves, and they are not getting the recognition they're being franchise tagged. As a matter of fact, they even that switchblade multi-army knife that does anything, and Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, and they still cannot get the money. They're listed as being franchise tagged and probably the 7th best running back in the NFL, which we know that's not. We cannot allow the demoralization of the running back to keep going on. The NFL, you need a running back. Imagine your quarterback with no running back and tell me what he's all about. And I'd be doggone if I'm not out.
Well, thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to come back to that
We
conversation.
want to run it back. I'm like, we can't let this happen. What are you talking about?
We're going to come back to that in a minute. But let me get into the Ja Morant suspension. Vance, should Ja Morant be suspended? You know, and if so, how long?
Phil, should Ja be suspended?
He
No,
didn't commit a crime.
I don't. No, I don't think he should be suspended. No, I don't. Well, I think I not you talking about not from the NBA. Not from the NBA. Now the team might
thinking maybe he'd be suspended from Major League Baseball.
Yeah, maybe he should be suspended from elementary school.
No, see, you Larry, Curly, and Mo. I'm talking about the NBA. I'm talking about up there with Silver and them. I'm talking about it should stay at the team level. Now they might, but I don't think the NBA should suspend it. No.
Yes,
So,
we can see your replies, L-Dub. What's going on, L-Dub?
Yeah, hey, L-Dub, how's it going? Hey, why not meet? No, L-Dub, not at this present time.
Sure want some attention,
addressing in the future. But anyway, Jeremiah, let me ask you this. Would it make any difference that they say it's a toy gun? And how many games do you think he should be suspended if you think he should?
No, I don't think it will make a difference, because regardless of what goes on, you are a role model. In this day and time and social media and everything else, you're a role model, and young people see that, and they seeing what's going on, and you hurting the brand. And so I think he should be suspended. He should be suspended for at least 15 games or more. I really do think it should be 15 games or more. Like I say, this class of 2019, them top 2 picks, Boy, they batting 1,000 at the NBA. One messing with guns, and the other one messing with porn stars. Boy,
Okay. Say,
boy, they
okay,
And
role
they
models,
and
boy.
and they
Mark.
both from the same area. Something.
Right. Hey, Mark,
They's a mega
so
role model.
Mark, what's your take on it? Should it just be a team suspension or the NBA level commissioner suspension?
He should be suspended for being stupid. There's some other people that should be suspended for being stupid, but I'm not gonna go into that. But the fact of the matter is,
Initials are VD.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But the fact is that if he wants to stick with it being a toy gun, they should suspend him for 4 games until he says, stop saying it's a toy gun. It was a toy gun. One more game. Another game. It was a toy. Another game. What's wrong with you? Oh, you're a 23-year-old kid hanging around with some old thug crips. Toy gun? Really?
Okay. So, Vance, did you want to take us to another commercial break, and then we'll come back with Marc's rant?
You tune in to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. It's Sports Talk, and we're back with Marc's rant.
I'm sick, man, because black folks, you're making me defend people I don't really want to defend. I don't hate Skip Bayless, but you're making me defend this white man because everybody wants to make a big deal of it. Don't get me wrong, Skip was dead wrong for how he acted with Sterling Sharp. But the first thing everybody wants to say is that he's leaving for this, or they beefing, and he's disrespecting, getting on Skip Bayless about the way he treat him, like he don't care about him being black. He wants to be. Don't get me wrong, Skip Bayless has an ego, television personality. All those guys have egos. They're on TV. Their egos are being stroked daily by fans. That's what goes to church. Just like non-talented reality stars. Watch them fighting in the locker room after an exhibition fight. You care because she's been on TV. If she hadn't been on TV, you wouldn't have cared. So the fact is, he's a star, so he's gonna have an ego, and he was wrong. Dead wrong. Ain't no difference. I ain't trying to downplay. He was wrong. I probably would have had a few bleeps cursing him out on the show if it were me. But the fact of the matter remains is that they were fine with who they were. People don't understand. Skip Bayless, and if you looked at today, because today was the last day for Shannon Sharp to be on the show Undisputed. And when he gave his speech, you can see the much of the appreciation, the emotion that was there between the both of them for that work and opportunity. And as many times as he and also Stephen A. Smith over at ESPN has said that Skip Bayless has put them on and stood for them to get this work and become who they are. He's playing a character, y'all. I'm not saying he don't believe a lot of stuff he's saying, but he's playing a character for the most part. He knows what sells, and he's given some opportunities for people to really raise their profile. Look at Stephen A. Smith, the highest paid guy on ESPN. Sterling Sharp is able to go off and do so many things, be so successful because Skip Bayless stood by him even when Fox didn't want to go with Sterling Sharp. So sorry to see the show break up. I don't know if it's going to be as good as it was before. Without Sterling Sharp, I watched it because Sterling Sharp was on it. It was a great pick, and we owe. If you like the show, you owe Skip Bayless that much for that part. So get over yourselves, folks. Find the white folks that really are the bad ones. I'm wrapped.
Thank you much, Mark.
Shady
Appreciate it.
McCoy is allegedly supposed to be the next co-host with Skip.
No. Boo. Hey, look. Look, I want to get into something that I know is Vance's favorite topic. So what I want to do is start off with you, Mark. It's Jerry Jones. I mean, you have a guy in a former head coach of his, who's in the College Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame, but he can't get into Jerry's Ring of Honor. Is Jerry being petty by not allowing his former Arkansas teammate, Jimmy Johnson, to be in the Cowboys Hall of Honor, Ring of Honor?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because really he hadn't won since, he was able to coach with Barry Switzer, but that was Jimmy's implant on that team in that situation. And ever since then, Jerry Jones' decisions have been bad to epic failures. And they haven't gotten to where the expectations have grown being a Dallas Cowboy. Now, he's made a lot of money, but let's get it straight. Jerry Jones deserves the credit for being what he is an owner, because he's been a great owner. He understands business. But as far as football, Jerry Jones, the owner, should have been fired Jerry Jones, the general manager, a long time ago.
How about you?
Ain't that right, Vance?
Jeremiah, how about you? What you say?
Yeah, he been petty. If he wasn't, it wouldn't be Jerry Jones. He was petty when he fired him, and he was petty when he hired Barry Switzer. That was a petty move when he hired Barry Switzer. You fired an OSU man to hire the OU man. The OU man.
But you're an OU guy yourself.
The OU man that blew out Miami. Blew out OSU. Jerry Jones been petty his whole time. So why stop now? He doing what he do. He wouldn't be Jerry if he didn't.
Well, Vance, look, we know Dallas is your number one closeted team.
It really
so
is.
What are your thoughts on Jerry and Jimmy saga? I mean, Jerry, look, he is the beneficiary of 2 back-to-back Super Bowls in 92 and 93 with Jimmy Johnson.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I'm very surprised that the two field hands said something against Jerry Jones. I cannot believe.
That's why we're hear your voice and not your lips, because you saying something that don't make sense.
It makes sense.
You need to reset your Wi-Fi, because you pausing and everything else.
Let Vance get his comment in.
Well, at least they can hear me. But it's Jerry Jones being petty. Please, that's who he is, man. So let's move on. Just like you're gonna ask all these running backs is out here, all these moves they could make. But Jerry don't want to pay nobody, don't pay no brothers. He don't want to pay, and he want to have people like Jeremiah and Marc just rooting for him, man, and buying tickets and filling up the what is the AT&T.
I have not bought one ticket.
Huh?
Right. I have not bought one ticket.
Let's move on to this. Look,
Jerry Jones, good white folks.
Robert Saleh has said he has never seen a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. The throws that he is making. Media is high on the Jets coming into the season. Are the Jets being overrated, Jeremiah?
Hey, man. I'm supposed to tell you the Jets' first 7 games. The Buffalo Bills, the Dallas Cowboys, New England Patriots, Kansas City Chiefs, Denver Broncos, Philadelphia Eagles, and the New York Giants. They might barely just win 2 games in first 7 games. They might go 2-5.
For sure. They're gonna win the second one for sure.
And then you're gonna really see New York media jump down the throat of Aaron Rodgers. All that kumbaya going to Taylor Swift concerts and all this other stuff. That's gonna be out the door. They're gonna be calling for Zach Wilson.
Marc, what about you? Are the Jets? Is the media premature on what the Jets are going to do? Some people having them winning 12 games this season, being 12-5.
Not with this schedule.
I just want to first start off by asking who that up on that nag? Jared Jones, good white folk. Anyway,
Yeah.
so the Jets are going to be exponentially better in a lot of ways because of Aaron Rodgers. I think though that there's going to be some renewed stuff about them. And I think they'll be competitive, but I think at the end of the day, they're going to they'll come back to reality. They're the Jets. It's like the Clippers, you know. Like although the Jets want to do.
Phil, let me tell you the 8 games after the 7 games. They got the Chargers, the Raiders, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Falcons, the Texans, the Dolphins, Commanders, Browns, and the Patriots.
Well,
they'll beat the Commanders.
They might not make the playoffs.
5-12.
They might not make the playoffs.
Say, look,
and he's sure he's really going to a cave then.
hey, let me get back to this, Vance. I want to start with you on this. There was the mention about the devaluation of the running back. Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs says he's holding out for the sake of running backs. He's making that statement. It's not just about him. Saquon has said, I don't want to be the highest paid back. I just want to be respectfully paid. Is the $10.9 million tenure respectful for Saquon?
Why not?
Respectful to me.
That is given that Christian McCaffrey is making $16 million a year. Alvin Kamara is making $15 million a year.
And not to boot, how much money was Ezekiel Elliott making a year?
Well, he wasn't making that much.
Since he was underpaid. I mean, I don't understand how you underpaid. You're the highest paid back in the league. But go ahead.
Vance, what's your answer on Saquon?
Man, that's Saquon. That's a tough.
Is that the emergency broadcast?
Yeah, man, that's alert.
Okay.
Are you missing?
I think he's missing his answer. Vance.
But that's a tough call, man. That's a tough call for Saquon, man. Not only Saquon, well, but he just hadn't really proved a lot, man. So that's a tough one to me. But I know he's a good kind of character. He's a good player. But the running backs are just in a bad position, man. They just don't value that, and they get hurt and dinged up, and they get quickly out. You can see with Zeke. Zeke is garbage right now. He's done. So it's tough being a running back, man, and Saquon might have to
say it's hard out here for a back.
Okay, well I tell you what, Vance, why don't you take us into our final station break, and then we'll come back with Vance's "This Is What I Do Know."
Uh-oh, that'll be quick.
June 17th, 10 a.m. Saturday, Juneteenth parade. Route starts at Sam Houston High School, 4635 East Houston Street, ends at Comanche Park, number 2, 2600 Rigsby Avenue, San Antonio, Texas, 7822. The parade marshal is Allie Wallace. Co-chairman Vera Williams Young. Come on out to the Juneteenth parade at 10 a.m. Saturday.
Okay, y'all, this is what I do know. I do know that this weekend, though, is Father's Day, y'all, and I just want to give a shout out to all the fathers out there that's doing what they supposed to be doing if you're in that father role, and the ones that want to be fathers that are out there, I want to salute you. The ones that are stepfathers stepping in for absent fathers or just in a just fell into that position, want to salute you. But I want to say happy Father's Day to my father, who's still above earth on here at 91 years old. Put in 30 years in the military doing this thing, y'all. So like I said, I want to, just say thank you to all the fathers. Want to say that. But before I do leave, man, there's been a string of gun violence. And it's been hitting, I mean, it's hitting all over the country. But man, it is really hitting hard now for some reason. And our young soldiers, our young kings and queens, right now they young princess and prince and princesses that are being taken out, man. And uh, you know, we're gonna rant and rave. We're gonna knock down Ja Morant and whatever it is, man. From just in a car, hadn't broke a law, doing nothing, but we can't get but we don't say nothing. We don't do nothing when gun control, gun laws should be passed in this country. It's getting crazy out here, man. And my heart goes out to ones that you guys out there got these young kids, got kids that's going to be coming up. One, they got to fight gun violence, and then two, the money gonna be gone. So anyway, y'all, just it's just heartening every night in the news to see there's young kids are being killed every night, man, every night. So hopefully we'll get together and do something about it. Attack the right people, go after the right folks that can do something. So that's it. That was my little rant. I just want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and y'all, let's get on this situation. Let's get on this gun control. I'm out.
All right, Vance, we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
As Mark and Jeremiah well know to say, Vance may not know much, but this is what he do know.
This is what I know.
Hey, shout out to
91 years old, man.
Thank you,
That's a
Why
blessing,
Not Me?
bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, why not me? Shout out to Clifton Simmons for joining us. L Dub, always much appreciated, brother. Hey, everybody give me a little wrap up. Jeremiah, how about yourself?
All right, make sure y'all support Sickle Cell. World Sickle Cell Day is June 19th. So make sure y'all support Sickle Cell. It's the oldest genetic blood disorder in the world. And hey, support us. Go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org, www.sicklecelloklahoma.org. When you donate, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and your money do go to help families affected by sickle cell disease.
Appreciate Jeremiah. Mark, tell us something.
Oh man, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I appreciate what Vance is talking about on that end. If you're in California, in the Carson area, South Bay, I'll be doing a show tomorrow at the Main Plaza at 2005 Main Street in Carson, California. You can hit me up. Mark Howard makes me laugh on IG. See the flyer there for information.
Mr. COO and the co-host of Sports Talk, Vance, tell us what's up.
I just want to know everybody be safe and celebrate Juneteenth this weekend. Man, and I just want to say, man, I appreciate you fellas, man. Larry, Curly, and Mo, I appreciate you fellas, man. I wouldn't know what to do without y'all, man. One love from the Vance. That's it, Phil.
Vance,
Hey,
Vance, one would say you don't know what to do with it.
Hey, look. Anyway,
Congratulations, Tyler Perry, the new
new
owner of BET.
L Dub, Clifton Simmons, appreciate you all showing up and welcome again. Appreciate you taking the time to drop into Sports Talk right here on TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local field with a global reach. For everybody involved,
Don't show your toy guns.
thank you, and we're out of here.
We're out.
Tell me what's the vibe.
I can tell your love is so unreal to me. When I look into your eyes and see, yeah, the realization that you're down with me. From one to one, it's you and me.